We're diving into the world that is Dragonsoul Residence Day 1. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. News set, well, pre-sales are still up. These should be rolling down within the next couple hours, I would think, but you gotta love TCG players. So, first things, that looks like we have sales on our, third Mystic? $300, a little bit expensive. Also cases, $999. Boxes, 58s. Liliel Draconis coming in at 33, which I don't think is terrible. The Mystic at 33 is pretty bad. $22 on the Magnetius, the monster. These are going to drop. I saw ID Deal 808 had these on their actual site for $18. Jejuled, 18, that's going to tank. Especially with Dragonsoul here coming in at 18. Liliel still at 18. Yeah, this is not going to hold. Especially when that pre-sale comes down here, 17s. You've also got Alaris coming in at 11s. Oh yeah, we do get this support. You know, if the SR of this is only $9, I'm very intrigued to see how it's going to pull off on the long term. SRs for these for 10 is a little bit high, but I think once we do see those initial drops coming down, takedown dragons are 5s. It's actually not bad. It means that those are going to blow up really hard. Of course, the Verdal here is also going to go pretty low on that front as well. Interesting. What was our rarities in this? I guess we... Did the TCG not get the... I thought we were supposed to get the collab in this set. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I do see that our bombing jugglers here are $3 a piece, which is actually not too bad when you think about the value that, you know, this product is technically supposed to have going for it. So, you know, I guess I will appreciate that for what it's worth. Of course, you know, benevolence, all the rest of this stuff. And of course, the fact that you can get the Tachikaze card at the price point that it is right now, or, you know, the feeling of the Tachikaze stuff, it's actually kind of easy to work with this. So, hey man, if you were planning to get this, or at least get what I would consider is going to be some cheaper versions of this, you got something to look forward to. Let's hop on back here to the back. What's not got sales? Oh, okay, Steam Performer. We've also got, looks like a lot of commons and things along the way. The Tick Down Dragon SRs are $13. That's a little bit more than I would want to be spending on these, you know, just considering what we're working with. So, I guess your takeaways from this right now. You've got what I think is a decent amount of cool things in this set. I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, them become available, but we'll have to go from there. All right. Herminia. So we've been getting bits and pieces for these decks for a little while with the new lyrical stuff. Herminia is one of them. You can get the old Enduring Beauty for $130, and then of course, you know, the LSR. But your FFRs do not exist. They're completely gone. And then it's like $13 twos. And if you want the old dress up versions, they're dollars. I'm kind of hoping that we don't follow the same suit with this previously, but you know, if these dress up versions are going to be this cheap, we do have the Sienna coming as well, which, by the way, if you are a huge fan of the Gorgon, it's $290 for an expensive version. Then, of course, yeah, we started to see the expensive stuff coming out. The FFR's F40s, which is still crazy to me that that's what we're breaking number-wise. And then, of course, you know, the zeros and the ones being those exclusive promo cards just does not exist. Your One Night Witch Strega has also blown off for the moon here. This is what happens when you make an entire Dragonroid archetype, because, you know, somebody's going to come through here and go nuts. As I see somebody with deep pockets spent the $299. and wipe Strega off of the room. Claremonts are still 128s. There's your Herminias. I think, $100 on the Stregas. I don't think those gone. They've doubled, but seeing them still at 100 is not too bad. Yeah, 60s on Stregas. That's crazy, dog. You got the alternative in Coral, but it's not a Drago. So, yeah. I see our Vivid Knights have moved up at this stage. There's your Siennas. You're breaking like $10 on those. Your Wonderful Wands, the bouncers have actually jumped up exponentially. The problem is these bouncers are generic, and that was the original problem with their design when it came down to playing them in Highlander. I see, holy crap, man, some of these FRs are actually terribly broken and off the market. I guess that's your trade-off with Bermuda season, right? Everybody hopes that something's going to become massively broken in the set, but, realistically, you just kind of flip a coin if it's going to be. Coro. I have been enjoying watching this for a little while. Though I will say the Shenri for 249 is crazy. And then, of course, the Elementari is 400. Yes, the $125 version of the One Night Witch Strega. That's crazy to me. And then, of course, your Ukiahs are 158s. Your Red OTs, 150 for the expensive, nice versions. Looks like our Future Card Buddy Fights have kind of tanked down a little bit. Your Bulba Mines at 88s. Still doing very, very well. The Philanderers don't exist. There's some cheap boxes here at 40s, and then you tank on up to 45. A little bit disappointing. Red OT still 30s. Sarah Galgon is still 40. Actually, these are giga expensive now. Why is it that the Not Dog version has actually broken up in price? I don't know. The fact that it's not a high beast is a little bit frustrating, but I guess it does have its uses. Shenri's 25 is actually being bought out now. I knew that this set was going to start to experience things like this over time. The Elementaries, you have 2 left at 21s, and then they go up. Your Strega reprints, $40, man. At least you have Stregas that you can play. I think that's the fair assessment here to this. At least there are some available that you can choose to play, even if you don't like the art. And then, of course, we also have this version for the One Night Witch Strega. So, we actually did get a couple of versions printed for this. So, we'll take that. It's actually good. They actually prepared us very, very well with this set. And then, of course, Gowan drums are 15s. Taith Faults are 15s. I'm not really all that surprised to see that either. So, interesting. All right. Well, moving on along here. So, this Dragonroid stuff. The fact that a common is now worth $2 for this, and it's all because the deck requires Dragoroids. It's crazy to me. And Strictly Broken here is making that infinite unlimited money works, man. $2 a heal trigger, that's $8 per order if you want to play that deck. Think about that. And then, of course, I believe that this is our Dragoroid PG. Yes, it is. This is your all the way back from DLBT set 1 at $32. What a time to be alive that you're seeing so much value. And also, if you've been paying attention to the Battle Sister deck from set 11, you're going to notice, oh boy, a lot of this stuff has gotten pretty expensive over time. 112s. $24 isn't too bad, but you're still spending like $20 to have a competent version of this. So I don't know, man. It's a little bit interesting, but for set 10's landing, I think a lot of things are going to give out. Set 10's not a spectacularly good set like set 11 is, but I will say, we'll see where it goes. But check out our friends tradingcardmint.com down below. They'll also have up some of the stuff you're going to want. And you guys have a good rest of your day, alright? Thanks for watching today's video. Check out tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. Enter MCool40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. Check out mcoolgames.com if you're interested in getting some cool play mats and single trading cards as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss one of our videos. Thanks for watching.